Killer Labz NOXIOUS pre-workout review. If you're new to the channel, my name is David Fredrickson. Today we're going to go over Killer Labz NOXIOUS, and it's supposed to give extreme pump power here. We're going to go over the ingredient profile. I'm going to give you guys my experience on it. We'll put the ingredient profile off to the left here. We have L-citrulline in the Killer Pumps Matrix. L-citrulline at 4 grams. That's a decent dose. I like to see 4 to 6 grams. And that's going to give you the vasodilation, the blood flow pumps. Then we have taurine at 2 grams. This is a great ingredient, fantastic antioxidant, helps with hydration during your training, helps a little bit of neurofunction at the 2 gram dose, and also with some vasodilation. Then we have L-norvaline at 125 milligrams. This is an arginase inhibitor, and for those that don't know, that our body has a cap point for nitric oxide. So you can take a ton of nitric oxide products sometimes to create nitric oxide and really dilate those blood vessels, but the body is going to be releasing arginase because it doesn't really want it to be too high, and this inhibits that arginase enzyme from doing its job, which is supposed to help elevate your pumps and keep them there for a longer period of time. Then we have pine bark extract at 95%, 100 milligrams. This is a fantastic ingredient. Before a long time ago, basically, when I was putting together pre-workouts on my own, pine bark extract and grapeseed extract were always a part of my pre-workouts. And the only reason why, as far as to get the pump, and the only reason why is because of the health benefits. Pine bark extract, especially at 95% or 90% or higher, as far as the extract, and that's what you want to look for. So just, if they're listing just regular pine bark extract and not giving you a percentage of extract, stay away from the product, because they're not disclosing the information properly. They're not giving you a true fact. They're hiding something. So I like the fact that they put 95% OPCs in here. This is going to help with, it's been shown to help with cholesterol, blood flow, of course. It is literally shown to help repair blood vessels from leaking. So they had a study with a bunch of women, and they gave women, I think it was 150 milligrams of pine bark extract, and their varicose veins started to go away. The blood vessels started to actually repair themselves. So fantastic ingredient there. Then we have S7, the unknown ingredient. So this is just a bunch of plant-based, it's a plant-based extract. So it's got kale and a few other ingredients in here. And it's been shown at 50 milligrams to increase vasodilation by 200-something%. I've actually ordered this, just so you know, on its own, because I want to give you guys a rundown on if this actually really works and what it delivers. Because I've taken it before and I didn't get much on its own, and I'm always kind of just guessing if it works along with other ingredients in a pre-workout formula. So I ordered it by itself, and I'm going to run it by itself and then let you guys know next time I give a review with S7 to let you guys know if it's just window dressing in a pre-workout or if it actually, provides some kind of a benefit. But it's supposed to increase no levels by 220%. Then we have a Killer Hydration Matrix here, and everything, no, it was different. Okay, so we have coconut water extract at 500 milligrams, that's for hydration. Then we have potassium chloride at 150 milligrams, and we got sodium chloride and magnesium chloride at 100 milligrams, and these are kind of just basically electrolytes, and just keep you hydrated to your workout, kind of help with the pumps and cell volumization in the gym. So, NOXIOUS Killer Labz Pump Pre-Workout. Does it work? Does it deliver? So I've taken this, I stacked this, and today I took it on its own with about 200 milligrams of caffeine. And because I'm still recovering from the edge of insanity from 3 days ago, I needed a little neurofactor, so I took about 600 milligrams of alpha GPC with this, with 200 milligrams of caffeine. I also stacked it with the edge of insanity, and I took it on its own 2 other times with no caffeine, just to kind of get off the stims, because I've been running these stim formulas like crazy. So how did it deliver? On its own, this is a very decent, this feels honestly like a healthy pump product. It really does deliver decent pumps on its own. Now, is this going to be an extreme pump product? I know it says extreme pump power, and this was probably designed by Killer Labz, not to be taken like I'm taking it. It was designed to probably stack with their pre-workout, which I haven't taken yet, so I can't give you guys the honest truth on if it works better or if it enhances their pre-workout. But I know from experience and the way this is actually delivering, there's quality ingredients in here. So I'm feeling the pine bark extract, I'm feeling the blood flow throughout the body. I feel good on it, and the hydration. I really do feel good, even just like with 200 milligrams of caffeine and training without caffeine or any stems. I felt good. I felt like I didn't have, you don't have a ton of energy going through the workout, but you feel hydrated, you feel like you can keep moving and keep going. Pumps are not crazy, they're not cell swelling, there's no glycerol in this, but you do feel that hydration effect, so you do get a little bit of that, you know, cell swelling and a little bit of vasodilation. So I got a little bit, not crazy, not extreme, but it's promoting, it's doing its job. So how can you take this? For me, like I said, I stacked it with the Edge of Insanity. And I'm still, like I said, still recovering from that sucker. And, you know, you have 4 grams of L-citrulline. So when you're looking at a product like this, 4 grams of L-citrulline, that's the main factor when you're doing your stacking. Because most products aren't going to have pine bark extract, and a lot of them aren't going to have L-norvalin. So when you're looking at a pump product to stack this with, and you want to kind of like keep within that 6 to 8 grams of L-citrulline, you can go up to 10 grams, but then you start to experience diminishing returns. So that 8 gram mark is pretty much the peak mark for L-citrulline before you start getting like possibly gas or an upset stomach. So when you're trying to stack this, or you're using it that way, if you have a pre-workout that has 4 grams or lower of L-citrulline, then you can probably definitely stack this. Noxious Extreme Pump Power. Does it deliver extreme pump power? Well, just so you guys know, it delivers a very, very quality pump, but it's not extreme. So, but it is a decent pump. Well, this is Dave. I'm gonna get on with my day. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see you guys next time.